talk about you see the red light?
Yeah, I see the
that red light. All right, man.
I see the red light go off. I already know what that is.
Yo, welcome. Larry, thank you so much for taking the time just to have a conversation with me.
Definitely.
I had a chance to look at your bio, to look at your website, and to see some of the amazing things that you're doing. I know this is an interview, but it's just a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I'm on DJ Vlad.
Nah. Yo, shout out to Vlad, but nah. You know what I'm saying?
This is not an informant situation.
And I know that you got the drum kit in the back, and it's like when you watch Vlad, it's like
they do got the drum kit in the back with Vlad too. That's a fact, yo. That's a whole fact. Yo, I'm telling you, that's hilarious. That's so Vlad got the drum set too.
He got the drum set all the way in the back.
This yellow is fire though.
It's an opportunity.
Hulkamania.
Bro. So this is gonna live on the internet, right?
Yes.
Let's tell the people about yourself. Like, who are you? They don't know who you are. They don't know what you do.
It's like my first time introducing myself. Yeah. I'm Lawrence Henderson. Got me using my government name. Most people know me as Larry, also as BKB1, the jewelry stylist. What it is, I started an accessories brand. And at first, when I first started, I only used to sell like Buddha charms. I sold Buddha charms for like a year, just Buddha charms alone. And it's funny because every time I went to my distro, you know, he used to always be like, yo, man, you know, it's other jewelry in here that you could sell. And I used to tell him no. For like a year straight, I told him no. Because the Buddhas, man, like, they took off, but even in them taking off, it wasn't like I was intending to sell jewelry. What started happening was every time I wore the Buddha, people would like always compliment them and or ask me for them. So it turned into where like I would buy them and then just get them away to people for like, you know, like just good off the good energy wave. And then as the universe would have it, one day I was in the city and I stumbled upon a connect that helped me get them. You know what I'm saying? And, I started selling the Buddhas. Yeah, shouts out to the connect. Shouts out to my guy, Gustavo. I tell people all the time, when I get married, man, Gustavo gonna be at my wedding. Like, Gustavo seen, like I said, he listened to me tell him for a whole year, like, nah, I don't wanna do nothing but sell Buddhas. He looked at me like I was crazy, and I'm looking back at him like he crazy, because for what it was worth, I was making money off the Buddhas. Like, it was, and outside of the money, forget the money, I was, like I said, I was giving them out. Because I would layer them like 2-3 Buddhas at a time, and people would be like, you don't need all of those Buddhas. And keep in mind, it's good energy, it's prosperity, it's giving, it's sharing, it's caring, it's good zen. Mm-hmm. And that's what I represent, so it ain't nothing for me to give it away.
Are you a Buddhist?
I'm not a Buddhist, I just move with good energy.
Right.
I don't know, I might be though, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you might be practicing something just through practice. Because you know how sometimes people be like, yo, this is who I am by definition. Yeah. But they don't even really embody
hey, yo,
what it is that they say.
This remind me almost like, you know how most people be like, yo, I went to jail and turned Muslim. Yeah. My story is like, man, I started selling Buddhas and turned Buddhas.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's kind of ill. Because I do believe in some of the practices. Yo, fun fact. Every time I wore my Buddhas, like in the beginning, like the first year of me selling the Buddha charms, I ain't gonna lie. Every other person I seen with a Buddha, it was almost like an unspoken code. Like we would all give each other head nods.
Like you understood.
It would never be a conversation.
Right.
It would just be a head nod. Like I'm talking about one time, I was partying in the city, and like an Asian kid tapped me and started like jumping around in front of me. I'm like, yo, man, am I gonna have to pulverize this guy? Because I'm a nice guy. I'm not trying to pulverize nobody, but I'm still from Brooklyn. Right. The original Brooklyn.
Right.
Like I'm not a transplant. Like I'm from the original Brooklyn. So if we're in a party and somebody start jumping around in front of you crazy, get a little like, all right, how this gonna go? And while he started jumping around, I noticed he started hitting his chest. And he was tapping his Buddha. Pointed at my Buddha. I was like, wow.
Wow.
Some ill shit, man. Yeah, I got some ill jewelry stories, man. Like, and understanding that jewelry is about sentimental value. I always tell people it's never about the price, bro. Like I've done shoots with people and I'll be like, yo, take off all your jewelry. And they'll be like, I ain't taking this piece off. I'll go a step further. I had one person, I'm gonna shout him out too. Shout out my boy Moose. My boy Moosey, he does music as well, Moosey. I'll never forget this. You know Moosey?
No.
Oh, I'm introducing you to Moosey. Good guy.
I'm gonna know him through you.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna introduce you to Moosey, man.
Bad.
I remember I was doing an interview with Moosey, and I was like, yo, take off all your accessories. And he started taking everything off. And I can't remember if it was a bracelet or a chain that he refused to take off. And mind you, the chain or bracelet, whatever it was from my brand.
That's crazy.
Right? He like, yo, I can't take this off. I'm like, what you mean you can't take it off? He's like, some sentimental shit happened, I need to keep it.
Right.
And in my mind, I'm going, but nigga, that's my piece.
Right,
like,
right.
What you mean? But it just further confirmed to me that, man, jewelry is about sentimental value. I got another story. This my homie named Preem. Preem had bought a skull head bracelet from me. And it's all around skull head bracelet. No, he didn't buy it. I gifted it to him. And I remember maybe like a couple of months later, I seen him at a spot that I always hang out. Shouts out to Buntons. Don't come there looking for me because you ain't gonna find me. But so I was in Buntons, and maybe like 2-3 months later, he see me. He like, I like, yo, how you been? He like, yo, man, I got into a motorcycle accident, and the bracelet like saved my life. I'm like, what you mean save your life? He like, when I fell off the bike, I needed something to stop me from rolling. And he said, I put my hand in the bracelet. It was like, you know what I mean? When it's like that, you want anything to stop tumbling.
Right.
He like, yo, in the bracelet kinda. So that was ill. Another thing is too, like, I like when parents tell me like they kids where they stuff, or like, I like when a parent tell me, yo, my kid took my Buddha, or you know what I mean? Like my boyfriend or my girlfriend took my Buddha. I like shit like that because it's transferable energy. Man, I've been rambling, man.
Nah, it's good. Like, you know, like sometimes we just need a moment to be able to express something.
Yeah, man, and it's in a world, in a space where people always be like, yo, man, what's your purpose?
Yeah.
Even if I don't know my purpose right now, I feel good knowing that at bare minimum, the interim is me making other people feel good and making them feel happy about, you know, the jewelry. So
I love that. Yeah. So I do have like just a few questions.
Nah, man, rock out, man. Don't mind me yapping.
But you've opened it up though, right? Because you've hit on. I wrote down sentimental value because I saw one of your interviews where you were speaking on that, and so I'm glad you already touched base on it. That's
good. Check the interview out.
Right? Yeah. Check out the work that you've been doing. You're not new to this. You're true to this. Because I think it just aligns perfectly. What is your philosophy in life, right? Like, what is your philosophy? What do you live by? What do you stand by? Are they the tenets of the Buddha? Are they a combination of? Are they, you know, things that you've gotten from your OGs, or are they created from your experiences? How would you define like your philosophy in life?
My philosophy on life, man, that's a good ass question because it's so broad. One thing I'm learning though is to speak and enjoy the present. So to answer that question, I'm going to answer it from a present standpoint. Presently, there's a few things I realize about the journey of life. One of them is nobody's going to do the work for you. No matter how much love somebody got for you, they're not going to do the work for you. Your moms love you to death. Your pops love you to death. But on Sunday at 3 o'clock, bro, they're not coming to hit that record button for you. You can call your moms and tell her right now, you need some water, you need a hug, you know, you need some help with a bill. She'll do that for you, but your passion of you sitting behind the camera, she's not gonna do that for you. And she love you with all her love in the world. So with that being said, nobody should feel away when you don't get support, because your own family not gonna support you. Now, it's a blessing if you got 1 or 2 people that support you, but it ain't their dream. So that's one thing. The second thing I learned about the journey so far is no matter how much control you think you have, man, things will happen that'll make you question if you got any control of it at all. And the third thing that they say that's a golden rule in business that's not in no book, it ain't in no manual, I don't care how many business classes you take or whatever like that, it don't matter. This is one rule that I live by when it comes to business. You still have to be a good person. You gotta be a good person. You know what I mean? So that's just 3 of the things. And I'll give a bonus. I'll give a bonus one that I think that people can appreciate. God rest his soul, Hovain. He gave me some advice some years ago that always stuck with me. He told me it took him 10 years. He said Rick Ross told him this, and he shared it with me. He said, I said, what's the best advice you ever got from somebody in the industry? He goes, yo, Rick Ross gave me some advice, and he told me it took him 10 years to be an overnight success. 10 years to be an overnight success.
Let's talk about that.
So it means that, to make it short, the 10 years, nobody saw that. All they saw was the overnight success.
Big Meech, Larry Hoover, Mr. Hoover. So let's talk about that.
Yeah.
What year are you in right now?
What year I'm in right now? For what? The fashion part or the jewelry part?
We didn't even get to the fashion yet. So
jewelry, I say 4 years, the last 2.5 years serious.
Yeah.
Because the first couple of years, like I said, remember I spent the whole year just selling Buddhas. That don't really make me no jeweler.
Right.
I was just hustling some shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's talk about, I want to talk about that as well, because you say you're just hustling.
Yeah.
And I noticed that it's not that you're making the pieces.
Right.
You're getting a supplier.
Yeah, I got a supplier.
The pieces.
And my eye for picking pieces is impeccable. Now, this is a fun fact. I do have my own company piece that I made.
Okay.
Yeah, I have my company logo.
Okay.
BKB. I had got Ice Style one made, and I got like 4 basic joints made. And it's so crazy. You want to hear a funny story?
Yo, we here for the funny story.
I handpick my jewelry, so I got a connect that I get it from, right?
Right.
So I was thinking about it venturing off into doing custom. So I was like, if I'm gonna do a custom piece, let the first custom piece be my company logo.
Correct.
And I did that. I did my company logo, and they made 1 925 gold joint with high quality cubic stones, and they did 2 gold stainless steels and 2 silver stainless steels. And when I went to my distro one day, I had bought all of them, at least so I thought. And I must have went back maybe 2 weeks later, man, and on the rack, it was 2 of the samples that they made for me, because I never went forward with getting it mass produced. That shit was on the rack. I bought that shit though.
Hell yeah. You gotta buy it, because it's Yo,
in my mind, I'm it just kind of really put things in a perspective that, man, business is business, man. If you don't pay for what's yours, if you don't pay for it, it's not yours.
It's not.
It's not yours. So
it's not.
It made me realize, man, the game is the game, man.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? But little things like that, I didn't take it no way. It just was some of these things you see other people go through it and you never think it'll be you. It's equivalent to back in the days where people be like, yo, man, when artists used to get mad when people bootleg their CDs.
Right.
Yo, Tupac, I ran down on the person bootlegging my shit. Cause it's your baby and you watching somebody else handling it the way that you would have handled it, if that makes sense. But it's one of those things, like I said, man, it was interesting to see, because some of these things you see other people experiences and you never think it'll be you. Yeah. So I always thought that was a funny moment, man.
I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, they really had it on the rack, because at that point it's for grabs for anybody that go in there to get their jewelry. It's but it also made me feel good that if they put it on the rack, that means they saw some value in it. You know what I mean?
That was the question.
They saw some value in it, so that was good, man.
How did you feel about seeing that there? Because that placement, I'm sure they have so many people who's they've done stuff for, hundreds of people who they never bring to light. So
you want to know something crazy? You're getting a good interview, bro. Let me tell you, this is a fun fact, bro. I never disclosed the name of the person, but I never forget this. When I first started selling jewelry, right? One time I went to the distro, and my connect, his name is Gustavo. He showed me a picture of a certain rapper, right? He like, yo, you know who this rap is? I'm like, yeah. He like, who is it? I'm like, it's 50 Cent. He like, yeah, 50 Cent, come here, right? Now, before this interview continues, you'd be a goddamn fool if you think that 50 Cent can't afford no real jewelry. You'd be a fool to think that. Just put that disclaimer right then and there. Don't leave this interview thinking that, oh, 50 can't afford, Larry said 50 can't afford real jewelry. Don't be a fool. That man can afford that shit 1,001 times. But as the journey goes, if you smart and you on tour and you doing things and you understand the value of what it costs, you think you want to be replacing $50,000, $60,000 chains when you going on a 30-city tour and knowing that you're a human being and you forget stuff. You know that people's intentions are not genuine around you. You know that there's groupies, you might forget something in the safe, or you might forget, you're a human being. Number two, if I'm an artist and I'm responsible for 10 people in my entourage, you think I got enough insurance money to cover? Let me take that back. How many artists actually have insurance money to cover 10 people with $30,000 chains in their entourage?
Yeah.
So I say it to say, like, that was an interesting story, because in my mind, you always hear these stories, but if you think about it, when you hear the stories about artists wearing lab diamonds and moissanite, it's actually a common thing. And that's the smart thing to do. It's the smart thing to do. Like, it's the smart thing to do. I know society said there's a difference between real and fake, but the stock market opened up at gold and silver every day. Don't be stupid. Your favorite rapper is down there ringing the bell. It don't open at 14 karat, 24 karat, real or fake. The stock market open at gold and silver.
So what is real jewelry and what is like fake jewelry? Like, you're a jeweler.
Right.
So you're referencing it as like, oh, this is fake.
You know what's fake?
What's
fake is some shit that you can't touch. It's not right. It's not like fake is me telling you that I have a $100,000 necklace on right now, but you don't see it in front of me.
Right.
That's fake. Real is something that you can actually touch. Now, there's something called minerals. When you went to school, you saw something called the mineral chart.
Yeah. Pyrite, gold.
Right, there's minerals. But because black people are so brainwashed and they just been programmed so wrong, that the real or fake thing, man, listen, people buy what they can afford. You're not gonna sit there and tell me that I'm selling some fake shit, like you could now walk off and go buy a $30,000, $40,000 chain comfortably. Come on, let's be for real here. The stock market, when people say, do you sell real or fake? I say, I sell where the stock market is at. Gold and silver. Bottom line. If I gotta indulge with somebody that's still asking if something's real or fake, that means that you at a space where, you just don't understand what's going on.
Right.
Because every day, remember, I don't know if you was going to school as a kid, you used to see the news, they'd be like, today gold is up, silver is down. That's a real thing. There's days I go to the distro and the exact same chain can cost the gold chain and the silver chain is the exact same chain. And the wholesale price would be higher for one more than the other. And you could go a month with selling gold chains at a certain point, and then you go and they'd be like, oh, price of gold is up.
So do you now adjust?
You have to adjust, you gotta spend that money.
Yeah.
So 925 silver, right? That's what they use to add weight to real gold. So, like anything.
Give me some game. Like, I don't know anything about the jewelry
so business. Like, for example, when I say that's what they use to add weight to real gold, if I could use it as an example, it's like when you go to the bar and ask for a drink. put some ice in there.
Right.
When you put the ice in the shot of Douce, does that make it not Douce anymore?
It's just diluted.
It just diluted. It makes it, you enjoy the drink a little longer, no?
A little bit. Depends on how much ice.
There you go. So if you have the budget to afford the 14 karat or the 24, go buy it.
Right.
But there comes a point where it's just a matter of a person dealing with their reality.
Right.
Like, listen, man, I would love to drive a Bentley, but the reality is all I got money now for is a 92 Honda Accord.
So let's talk about your fashion and how it all.
Let's talk about my fashion, cause
you know
what's so crazy? I don't consider myself like a fashion person.
Okay. So who considers you fashion?
I think I considered it. I think yeah. So when I think about it, like I don't. So it's fun fact about me. I don't own any high end. Like I don't own Gucci. I don't have anything in my closet. Gucci, Prada. Like I don't have any Prada shoes. The most expensive pair of shoes I got is a pair of Golden Gooses. You know what I mean? But like I'm not into high-end fashion. Like I don't own no Balenciagas. So for me, as somebody that don't possess those things, when I look at what other people or society value as fashionable, it's according to those things. So with me not having those things, it's a little hard of a pill for me to swallow when somebody say, you're a fashion person. Because I don't own any of those things, so it's kind of like, I know we live in a society where people get, you know what I mean? So I think it's more one of those things where I do what work for me and people rock with it. Whether it's, people like, hey, damn, man, I realize the more I go now. So you might be right. This interview made me realize that it might be a turning point where I might be under some fashion shit. But I think it's the jewelry.
Yeah.
Some people come into it as just dressing fly or having name brands. I think for me, I think the jewelry has highlighted the fact that, hey man, this kid might got a little bit of swag in his own weird kind of way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's traditional. I remember one of my old friends, and I gotta say old friends, she said to me, she goes, you would be like, if it's like R&B, like, contemporary. It's like contemporary, you know? So I rock with it though.
She's saying you smooth.
Yeah, you correct. She's
saying you smooth.
She's, you know.
It's elevated. But I will say that the fashion
urban
is,
with a little polished.
Bro, the fashion is definitely obvious. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man.
And it's yourself. Like if I didn't know you and I met you, I could not say that you look like
I definitely
you know what I'm saying? I couldn't say that about you. So if you could, for your consideration, but also for the people who might be watching this at a later date,
they're gonna watch it for a lot of dates.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're gonna watch it. But for the young kids or people who struggle with like confidence, identity, let me ask you, when did you realize that you were who you are? You know what I'm saying? When did you realize that, yo?
Man, you got some good questions. When did I realize that I was him?
When you realized you was him.
Yo, when I was with this brand, my old brand called Gifted Apparel, when I realized that Jay-Z, Beyonce, Alicia Keys, Cardi B, Faith Evans, when I realized that I invested in that brand and I had all of those people wearing my stuff and I'm just a kid from Marcy Avenue with, remember, I don't own any Balenciaga. I don't own any. I was never best dressed in high school. I was never fashion forward. I never dyed my fucking hair purple. I never painted my nails black. All I did was wear some funny ass jewelry. And so I would say around the time when I invested in that old brand, it was attached to a lot of names. And at that point I realized like, yeah, I might got a gift. So then when that reign came to an end and I had to rebrand and reinvent myself, this is what you get now. Yeah, I realized like, yeah, I got that shit in me. Yeah. You know what that's saying? They be like, he got that dog in him.
Right.
Yeah. Roof, roof.
Yo, so me and my homie right now, like we're on this horses don't stop. They keep going. Because it's like you gotta have that dog in you. You know what I'm saying? Even horses got the dog.
I don't even got the dog no more. It's the Porsche horse now.
It's the Porsche horse. Niggas said 1,000.
I wish I could see his face right now. He can take that back to the homie like, nah, we ain't got that dog. We got the whole horse, man. That's
crazy.
it. Yeah.
That's crazy. So I did have that question down as far as like with Beyonce, Jay-Z. Talk to us about that. Like, and Forbes magazine, right? So
Forbes let's bring it more current. So that's the old stuff. As far as like now, currently for the Brooklyn or Bust brand, which is what we here for, the BKB brand. So far, I had Neo, Carmelo Anthony. That's as far as like big names. Definitely Neo rocked the vest that I did. And with the fashion, with the clothes, I dibble and dabble. I do what I want, man. Like, I only make clothes when I feel that I have something to offer to the space. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's not like you're not going to see a lot of clothes from me because I dibble and dabble. The objective is for us to be able to enjoy life and make money off the things that we enjoy. I don't want to feel pigeonholed to anything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm rambling. I forgot the question you asked me.
No.
But this is good though because it shows that I'm being genuine. What's the question again? So I can answer it straight.
That's it. No, that's the question. Is to be genuine. And how did you make those connections? How did those connections make you feel? You know what I'm saying?
Which one in particular? From the old or the new?
I think both, right?
Both.
Is it different?
Yeah, it's different because now I just feel like I could get in contact with whoever I want. But the only thing is I have to make the item that is winning so when it's presented to them. Because nobody want to take whack shit. Right. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I think now it's more fun. Here's why it's more fun now. The first go around, I did stuff off the love. But love don't always bring the money. So there's the element of, if I have these passions and I want to progress, it takes currency. So it's like, my dreams is good, but if nobody's funding them shits, after a while, those dreams turn to nightmares. So that was the old me, chasing a dream, having a business partner, thinking that it was what it was, and then reality hits you and it don't work out. And then you got to pivot. And in the pivot now in this current space, I'm a lot more intentional with the things I do because the intentions matter. Because if you think that you're going to play a game on somebody, the same way you can realize when somebody running game on you, what make you think people don't realize it when you running game on them? So this go around is intentional, and I'm not here to play games. And for as much as I gave those names, that's the past. Those names don't matter now. So recently I did a show with Daniel's Lever, and I ain't gonna name drop and say no names. You could check my Instagram and see the people that got stuff. But I will say this, as somebody that gave himself the title jewelry stylist, right? And last year I'm like, nobody invited me to do anything for Fashion Week, and I feel that I have so much to offer because I watch these nice outfits, but an outfit is nothing without accessories. I'm sorry. Quote me on that shit. You can have the flyest outfit, but if the accessories ain't hitting.
Facts.
So when I watch all of these fashion shows go on and nobody got accessories and I'm sitting there knowing I got that heat, I'm like, this is out of pocket. Fast forward the time, a year later, I get invited to Daniel's Lever. They actually invited me to walk in the show. But the business come first. I said, let me style instead. And in styling and giving myself the title jewelry stylist, I end up styling DJ Self's daughter.
I love that. DJ
Self's daughter, like, from giving myself the title of jewelry stylist. Yeah. I guess it's safe to say now, celebrity stylist. Celebrity stylist. Celebrity stylist. Yo. But yeah, that was one of the moments. And what made it so ill, outside of DJ Self, like, it was to be able to work with, you know, kids and because, you know, kids, it's purest form, man. Like, it's no extra shit with kids. Now, adults is extra. Yeah. But to be able to say I'm a jewelry stylist and end up styling a bunch of people at a fashion show with a bunch of quality folks, and then I was able to get my hats off to, you know, other artists that was in the building, you know, other influencers that was in the building, you know, the Caesar from Black Ink, Corey Guns, you know, just Tretch from Naughty by Nature. And these is people that like I actually respect, you know what I'm saying? Because they got real operations going on. Like Tretch, he may not be lit now, but he know what it's like to be, they still going on tour doing hip hop hooray, oh. You still need to see what longevity look like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna get caught up in the moment, but I will say to be in that space, to be around Tretch and then be around the up and coming people too, it's beautiful. But ultimately, for as disconnected as it is, they may not know it, but you actually wanna have the longevity that he got, because for what it's worth, you guys still under the same roof right now. So, it's just some of my stories, man.
No,
I like this. This feel like, I swear to God, I feel like I'm on Vlad, man. You got me. But you know what it is? Like, I can't have the talk with you I had before this interview and then show up and give you some. I think you got more info than any of my interviews ever.
I appreciate it.
But how we met was right. So genuine and real. Like I told you, like, I'm like, yo, bro, do your da-da-da-da-da. So it's good because, you know, you give me your best, I'm gonna give you my best back. Pause.
Bro, that's word. That's the point, right? Like, we're supposed to meet each other where we are.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to enter. Like, this kid I know, his name is Salat, and he was like, invite your inner child to the barbecue.
Yo, man.
And yo, when I heard that, I was like, yo, you're right. Because I've always had these moments where I never want to leave the innocence behind. You
got to keep it with you,
You
man.
know what I'm saying?
You got to keep it. And people will try to jade that shit, but you can't let them, bro. You can't let them. You can't let them.
I said recently, the reason why the world is so dark is because other people are dimming. We're allowing other people to dim our light. You know what I'm saying?
It's so funny you say that, man. Like, cause like it's some days like with the shit that I got going on, yeah, you really gotta be mindful of who you share your energy with. Like there's times where I've shared my joys and my energies with people, and I could tell that, you know, it didn't make them the happiest. And that sucks though, you know, it sucks to know like, you know, your joy could really be the detriment of someone else.
Yeah.
That's a crazy parallel.
Yeah.
To know that I'm sacrificing all of these things to progress, and the people you care about, it could be a hindrance to them. That's some crazy shit, man.
Which is why, as you mentioned it earlier, it's like controlling things that you can't control, right? It's like, you can't control how someone reacts to your energy.
Nah, you can't.
You feel me?
Bro, you can't. You can't.
So let's talk about some wins and let's talk about some losses, right?
Right.
What was the moment that let's say, what was your biggest moment of loss?
Biggest moment of loss? Oh man, that is a good question. Biggest moment of loss. As far as like
whatever loss means to you, whether that could have been family, that could
business
have been
or
business,
personal,
whichever you prefer.
Loss? I won't say it's a loss. I'll put it under this category. I have an 8-year-old son. His name is Brooklyn, and he lives in Orlando.
Brooklyn and Orlando.
Yeah, and it's a temporary loss in the space of, it bothers me that I go out, I get these accolades, I get these compliments, I get these praises, and at the end of the day, I can't deliver the day's experiences to him in real time to make him a better person. That's a loss to me.
Yeah. Because
I'm out here moving and shaking the honorable way, and I can't give that to my kid in real time.
Yeah.
That bothers me. So that's why you see too, like when you see somebody go this hard, like my grind and my dedication and what I do is, it's nothing to do with nobody else, bro. It's for my kid. Like, I don't give a fuck, excuse my language.
No.
I don't give a flying fuck, bro. I go hard, I post 30 times a day. I got a kid to feed. And with everybody could have as many opinions as they fucking want. None of them ever came to me and said, yo, here's something for your kid. So, no, I'm not doing it for nobody else.
Yeah.
And with all due respect, you know, I appreciate the people that support my brand, and I want you to know that it's towards a greater mission. So thank you for that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Tell me about your first piece that you've sold, right? Like, what was that moment like where you was like, oh shoot, like
the first piece I sold, man, I was selling Buddhas for a whole year.
Selling Buddhas for a whole year, but the fact that you walked in. And
yo,
you know
what's so crazy? That's hilarious. Man, I wish I would have documented the first piece I sold after the Buddha. I was so gung-ho on the Buddhas, man, that, you know, but I tell you this is a real freaking answer. Because you chasing something, because you building legacy, because you know how much time and energy you put into your craft, every sale counts. That feeling is still the same. Currency is still the same, because remember, you always want more. So that high is constantly being chased, and that's me being honest.
Right.
Somebody else might watch this interview and say, man, don't chase the high, man. Money is infinite. Yeah, well, I ain't got a lot of it yet, so. You know what I mean? I get it's infinite, I get it's ongoing, but man, oh man, I just want to get a little bit of it, you know what I'm saying? So, you know.
What is your relationship with money? Because, you know, we spoke a little bit off camera, and you was just like, yo, money doesn't mean, it's not the end all be all.
Money is definitely not the all and be all. My relationship with money, another transparent answer. For me, right now, in the space that I'm in, two things. When it comes to money, one, you absolutely have to spend it to make it. If you coming in any type of game or any type of business thinking that you just going to trick the system, I'm here to tell you, it take money to make money. That's it. I don't even got a number two, because that's how real it is. Like, it take money to make money. So yes, you have to believe in yourself. You have to invest in yourself. And yes, you got to go find the money. And even if that means working a day job to get it. I don't condone or promote anybody robbing or stealing to take it to get it. Because even if you get it that way, somebody going to freaking be upside your mata in a matter of time. So I wouldn't recommend that way.
Let's talk about what got you to this point, right? Because we spoke about confidence. We spoke about the people that's been in your life that offered you wisdom and insight and perspective.
Right.
What was the home like, right? Like where did you learn your foundations, and what are some things that you will never really falter on or like compromise on based on what
compromise? That's off top. I'm not compromising. I am a heterosexual man in a game that is ran by whatever other entities. I don't know them all, but I'm smart enough to know that they all don't look like me. I love and I respect everybody, but I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm okay with taking the steps to the top as opposed to taking the escalator or elevator and got to deal with certain things that will go against my morals. Like, my morals still sit above the money. And some people, I realize on the journey, some people are otherwise. They'll take the money over the morals, and that's to them. But me, I don't want to be a grown man looking in the mirror crying at myself, with all due respect, no. So.
That's integrity.
Yeah, I hold on to that, you know what I'm saying? What was the question again?
Essentially what you're leaning at is just, you know, what was the foundation? Yeah, the foundation.
So the foundation, I'm actually from South America. I'm actually Dutch. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
So I'm actually a guest to the culture. I like to compare myself to French Montana. I always tell my media circle, I had a pet monkey way before French Montana.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm from South America, man. That's like, you know, Tafari. You know what I'm saying? My grandparents raised me, and then I came to America like 91, 92, because my mom's was here already. But like typical, you know, West Indian culture stuff, like your parents come first, set up the foundation, and then you come through. So my pops is from Guyana, mother from Suriname, and but I was born in Suriname, and I came to America like 91, 92, and it's just me and Mama Love, man. Everything that I ever learned was instilled from her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like definitely raised, single parent. It's just me and Mama Love. And I'm her only child too. So, I'm the good, the bad, the ugly, the great, But all of the things, if it's one thing she instilled in me that I appreciate and hold on to this day, even though it get me into a lot of trouble though, is that even if you don't have it, never look like you don't have it. That's one of the things that always stuck with me. And it's bittersweet with it though, because when you look like you have it, to the naked eye, it look like you got it. But it's bitter because sometimes you don't have it, and when you tell someone you don't have it, it's hard for them to believe you when you look like this.
Yeah, it's like that scene from Paid in Full. I could smell a nigga with money.
Yeah, right. Yo, it's so funny that you brought up the scene from Paid in Full, right? When you say I could smell a nigga with money. You know what my homeboy said to me last night? Shouts out to my boy Al. He cracked a joke last night. It was so funny, and I think it was from Paid in Full. You know the scene in Paid in Full when he like, you dress nice, all your friends dress nice. But he like, I want to dress like you. He said that shit to me last night in front of everybody, and I thought it was the most funniest shit ever, man. So it's funny that you said that Paid in Full reference, because yeah, it's real shit, man. Like people think, like I got friends that'll get me photo shoots, they're allowing photo shoots. They're like, yeah, my homie said he'll do it for, for the low. And then when they see me, they look like, all right, they be like, send me his page. They like, nah. But it's like, yo, man, I spent the money investing on the product, bro. Like, to be transparent. It's not because I want to be cheap or don't want to spend the money. No, I spent the money on the product, bro. Like, I treat my business like the streets, the hustle. Yeah. You gotta have the money or you gotta have the product. Right. One of the two.
Right. So let's talk about that, right? So what got you into business, right? When did you realize, like, oh, I could be good at this, right? Like, what?
I don't know if I'm still good at it yet,
man. But your practice, right? Like, you're practicing, you're actively doing it every day. It's not, did you go to business school?
I eat, sleep, breathe this shit.
Right.
Yo, I gotta do like Jadakiss do on his podcast. I gotta take a leak so bad.
Yeah. All right, bet. We'll pause it right
there. We pause it. I gotta take.
We're back. Back from the break.
Yes.
Hold on. You're still on? Green. I hear you. Check. Everything. Let me hear a check from you.
Mic check.
That.
We back.
So talk to me, man. Like, so we've been talking about a lot so far. We
covered a lot of ground, man.
Covered a lot of ground. Childhood. Where's your mother from?
My mom's is from Suriname. Yeah.
Where is that? I've never.
That's in South America. On the map, it's next to Guyana.
Okay.
Next to Brazil.
Okay.
Just to give an idea. Yeah, it's next to Guyana, next to Brazil.
What was it like?
So I crack this joke all the time. I say if I was a female, I'd be considered a bad bitch. I'd be exotic. Facts. He said 100%.
Yo, what's homie's song? And Chopper?
Yeah.
If I was a bad,
I like teasing people with that. I like teasing my female friends. Like, man, I'm exotic.
I feel the same way. I was born in Haiti.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's exotic, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like so I'm with you.
Yo, this not even bad at you.
Listen, 100%.
Anything outside of here,
yo,
that's it.
I'm for it. You know what I'm saying? This is a V35. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at it at all, man.
This is a V35 engine. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, ain't no V12, nigga.
I know that's right.
This is Haitian Day something made. It's hilarious. What was that transition like for you though? Like, you're not from here. What age did you come here?
Man, the transition, man. It was a little rough in the beginning because I came here like, you got to figure I came to America like 5th, 6th grade of like public school.
Sheesh.
So in Brooklyn, yeah, it was a little rough. Yeah, it was a little rough. Around that time, that was when, I don't want to show my age, but around that time, that's when like heavy crack vials were still on the floor. And, you know, as I think back about it, truth be told, because I was new, I don't think that like I really had a grasp of the culture at that time. I just think like whatever my eyes saw, it just kind of processed that on its own. Because now that I've been around and I've gotten older and a little more knowledgeable, you kind of realize that it goes deeper, that a lot of this stuff is kind of like deep rooted. So whatever I missed as a kid, I kind of realized, like culture wise, whatever I missed in American culture, because I've been in it so long, I kind of still caught up to it.
give me an example.
American culture is something that I caught up with. Case in point, rap music.
Yeah.
They've always made music off of our culture, disrespecting, dissecting. Like, perfect example. Glad you used this as perfect. Case in point, rap culture says, don't wear no fake jewelry. It's the worst thing you can do ever known to mankind in rap culture. And people believe it, right? So now people believe it, then you take an artist, the label, and then you send them to whatever jeweler you send them to, because keep in mind, the jeweler that he goes to, like, you think all these ice boxes and all this stuff is not attached to the label? So then you do that, and then you send a kid that's like 18, 19, and you put them in jewelry that, first of all, the average person doesn't even see enough real diamonds in their lifetime to know what a real diamond looks like. So the fact that it's kind of like you using these things to highlight a culture and say, hey, you should look like this, and that's not even really what it is, I don't like that part.
Yeah.
You know, because at bare minimum, I like the fact that I could kind of at least be the in-between person that, like I tell people, I sell people being comfortable being themselves. Like, what about the part of the game where people just, hey man, I just like your accessories. I just like your bracelets. They look good. Because I'm dealing with real life. I'm worried about my kid, my mom's. I don't got time to worry about if your shit is real or fake. I got time that if I see something that my eyes visually like, to give it a compliment and send you blessings and keep it pushing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I think that's a very powerful point, right? And I think, and tell me if it's true, has this been a driver for you when you think about the intentions of the type of minerals and materials that you add to your jewelry?
Has it been a, say that again, has it been a
consideration with the intention of like, I will use moissanite, I will use, you know, like all of these things? Like, how important is that for you to combat that type of mentality?
It's so, man, it's important for me to combat it because examples, I love giving examples. From the time I've been selling jewelry, my way of combating it is this. I like when men tell me, yo, I don't wear no jewelry. Or I like when they say, yo, you inspired me to wear jewelry again. And I go to them, I go, yo, I feel you, but check this out. I go, yo, when you were younger and you were wearing jewelry or buying jewelry, you bought it to impress the next man. At that age and at that time, you wasn't even doing it to impress women. You was doing it to impress the next man. That in itself is a problem. You gotta check yourself.
Yeah.
So now when I come around and I'm showing you like, yo, you could get just as much love just with cubic zirconians, you start to realize that it's not about the money. It's about, like I said, I sell just somebody looking good, bro. Like, I can't even entertain the real or the fake. Like, I'm not even on that, because I'm not here to sell you no dream. And everything I post every day, I got it on myself. Like, when you see me out and about, I'm going to have it on. And 95% chance, I'm willing to go as far as even say it look better on me in real time than it do on Instagram. But what I'm selling to you is, 100% reality. I'm not telling you these is real diamonds. I'm not getting up here pretending. I'm not sitting up there telling y'all, hey, y'all, look at my diamonds. No. I said, yo, this is 925 silver. This is stainless steels. Remember the mineral chart?
A lot of people, you know, shout out to New York public schools, but nah, they don't even learn the periodic table.
They don't?
Sometimes,
they
yeah.
Oh,
like
shit.
I would say if I didn't take earth science, I wouldn't know about the periodic table.
Yeah, it's a real thing, man. Like,
but a lot of these school systems didn't offer these classes.
I'll say this, right? People, I don't know if you a homeowner or understand how plumbing works, like for example, right? So now, people be like, fake jewelry. So brass would be considered like fake jewelry, right? So like brass, he has to change color after a while or whatever. But do you understand that if you own a home and you gotta buy those pipes, because you know those pipings is brass, like the heating pipes.
Copper, brass,
you see it?
like all these things. But please continue.
So it's like, as black people, we gotta be mindful at what we really laughing at, or what we really, like, yo, brass is expensive. I'll go a step further and even say this, right? Brass is more expensive than 925 silver. And I'm telling you, I sell 925 silver, and I'm telling you that brass changes color. And brass still costs more money than 925 silver. But remember what I told you, brass, remember them long pipes, we pass them lumbers in the morning and you see those guys loading up their trucks, or when you go on a construction site, what do they steal?
Brass, copper.
Right.
100%. 100%.
And we the culture going, I ain't wearing that fake shit.
Where do you think that comes from though?
Brainwashed. They've been brainwashed by some of their favorite rappers.
Yeah.
So I will say this, the issue is deep rooted. I can't tell you how deep rooted, but I will say it's deep rooted. That's why now, even like when it comes to like us supporting each other, I no longer take it personal and say, oh, this person just don't want to support Larry. No, I realize some of them don't even know what support really look like, and then factor in how many people ask for support, never got it. So a lot of them are jaded.
Yeah.
So it's not even in their spirits. And then when people are complaining about the struggle, you'll more find people in a cluster together that'll complain than to actually try to fix the problem. You know what I mean? Like,
how did you escape it?
How did I escape it? Prayer, being intentional, and the last golden one, staying away from certain types of women, bro. Like, staying away from certain types of women. Like, the space I'm in now, like, is because I actually took a break from, like, a lot of my choices in life was made based off women, bro. Like, how women will perceive me, or make the woman happy, or, you know, just, as they say, doing it for the bitches. And there came a point in time over the last couple of years where I kind of realized, like, after a bad breakup, like, oh shit, like, yo, man. All of the things that, and this goes for men and women, all of the things that you want, all of the healthy things that you want, right? You have to be that person yourself. And anytime you tricking the system, you just tricking God, bro. Like, not tricking God, like you're not tricking us, you're tricking God. Like you're playing a game with the wrong person. So like even me, like there's times where I said prayers for some of these moments, and then when the moments start happening, I used to kind of shy away from it. Like there's been plugs that have been sent to me that, I'm not gonna lie, out of fear, I didn't follow through. Like somebody that shall remain nameless, they sent me a kith plug for the person that does the jewelry for all of the kiths. And I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, out of fear. I felt like my website wasn't ready. I felt like there was so many things that, and I never hit the person up. And I pray to God that when I do decide, I hope that that's still there. But that's just something I gotta live with. Like you watch these interviews, like when they ask a producer, yo, what was a beat that got away or some shit like that? Or who was an artist you could sign? like you're not gonna land every target. Sometimes you're gonna miss, you know what I mean? Like, I had another young lady, she connected me with somebody too that, the young lady I'm talking about, I'm a shout out Nikki from Nikki PR, man. She threw me a couple of plays, and some of them, I didn't follow through out of fear. She probably gonna see this eventually and be like, "Oh, you chump."
Yeah.
But one of the plays she threw me, I remember she's attached or has association with the with Benny the Butcher and them. What's that? Griselda. And I remember she had set up a play for me to like do a design for Griselda, and like their team had reached out to me, but I don't do custom, so that was that's one situation. A pop-up shop I did yesterday. The pop-up shop I did yesterday with the project. Shout out to George and his business partner. Before the project started yesterday, George had hit me like 2 months ago. And he like, yo, I'm working on the design and I want to do like a gold button with some diamonds, like some custom shit. And I'm like, damn, bro, I don't do that. I don't do custom. And let's just say the event was yesterday. And if you go on my IG story right now, this probably gonna get aired later, but if you on live right now, if you go on my IG story right now, it's a black crop, like a black top. And it got a gold stud, a gold button at the top of the shirt, and it got real diamonds in there. And he showed it to me yesterday. He like, yo, let me show you what I wanted you to be a part of. And I'm just there looking like,
Okay, so I got 2 questions for you, right?
Yeah, but shout out to George, man. That top is fire. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it's fire.
Shout out to George.
Yeah.
Before we go to George's comment and like that experience, what is your relationship with fear?
My relationship with fear? Well, as they say, man, if I was to tell them to you, that'd be me showing my weaknesses. But I have them, though.
Yeah.
Shit, daily life.
Yeah.
Life. In knowing that we don't take, for everything we fight for, every day, every minute of the day, every second of the day, every hour of the day, even when you take a break from it, you come back to it. It's interesting to know that you don't take none of this with you.
Right.
Like, think about how worked up we get sometimes when things don't go our way.
Right.
And to know that the end result is to still that we all gonna end up taking that long ride. That in itself it's a little fearful.
Yeah.
You know? Because that's not how I see my story ending, but that's how the story ends.
Right.
And there's no exception to the rule. That right there, that's my answer to that.
So just to dig a little bit deeper with that, right? With your relationship with God and understanding of what fear is, how does that balance itself out?
It balances itself out because every morning when I wake up, whether it's morning, noon, or night, I'm so, I don't want to say weird, but I'm so such an interesting person. I'm the type of person, in the middle of fun, I will stop and thank God for the blessing. Like, in the middle of a good time, I will say a prayer and say thank you. So being able to wake up every day, to be able to still give thanks, that balances out the fear for me. You know what I mean? So that's how I found balance in it, by being able to wake up every day and saying, man, I made it to see another day. Let me give thanks.
Yeah.
That's the balancer in the fear.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. Right?
Yes, definitely, man.
And so why do you stay in your lane of like not making custom pieces? And why don't you just give in to like, all right, cool, I'll make a custom piece and see how that, like, why do you stay in your lane?
Because when you stay in your lane, you'll run into the people like I did the pop-up shop with yesterday, and they'll help you elevate your brand when it comes to that department. I'm heavy on graphic tees. Graphic tees are no longer the wave. Everybody is heavy on the cut and sew. And it's an honor to have those brothers to be able to turn to and say, hey, man, I want to do it at this level, at the levels you guys are doing it at, and to be able to have that access. Yeah, that's a blessing. You know what I mean?
So no customs for you at all? Like,
nah, not for me. Nah, I'm heavy on the jewelry. Heavy on the jewelry. I just dibble and dabble with the clothes just for fun.
So the custom was for clothing specifically, or was it for a jewelry piece? That George was.
George for clothes.
George was for clothes.
Yeah, it's for clothes, but he had the idea of making a clothing top with a gold button. So it's like kind of blending the worlds. His vision was for me. I fell short on my part.
Right.
I was supposed to be in a position where, because I do jewelry, that's what they bring me onto their project for.
Right.
They don't clash things. One person does clothes. They do clothes. I do accessories. Next person does hats. Another person does cologne. That's why I love their concept too, because it eliminates the room for confusion. So in all reality, George ain't do nothing wrong. He did the right thing. He did the honorable thing. He reached out to me first and said, yo, I got an idea for a concept. But I just didn't have the resources to get it done.
Right.
You know? But I will say it ain't over yet though.
Facts.
It ain't over. You know what I'm saying? It's not over.
So what keeps you going? Like you mentioned your son.
Yeah, my son keep me going. My mom's keep me going.
Right.
And my business keeps me going for the simple fact of what it's done for me behind the scenes, things that people can't see. I have business credit, American Express card holder. I understand the value of friendships, relationships, teamwork. And these are all things that I can't post. Like there's no like, I'm like a dweeb posting my how many credit cards I got and stuff like that. But behind the scenes, my business has provided me with some luxuries. I've been able to go and see some places that I would have not seen if it wasn't for my business, for my fake jewelry.
Fake jewelry, real life.
Knee jerk, knee slap. Yeah,
jewelry,
like it's
real life.
It's what it's doing for me, and the jewelry might be fake, but that money real.
Yeah.
You know what it's doing for me behind the scenes. And for what it's doing for me as a person. Like at the end of the day, for as much as people say what they don't like, you put a gold box in front of anybody and give it to them, they don't really care what's in the inside of it. Their hearts are gonna feel warm off rip.
Yeah.
And if your heart don't feel warm, you're just an ungrateful motherfucker.
Yeah.
But no matter what's inside of a gold box, everybody love a gold box.
Gold.
Bottom line.
Gold.
So I still find joy in just being able, like, God rest my soul, when I pass away here, if you hear people tell you like, yo, Larry gave me some jewelry, he slipped it to me in the middle of the club. I've given out so much jewelry just on a walk, just on a fly. Somebody might say, yo, why you giving away free shit? No, it's not free shit. It's called marketing and promotion. It's just that in business, people don't never really leave money for that.
Yeah.
Marketing and promotion is a real thing. And if I'm not buying the ad space, then I need to be giving out stuff in real time.
Of course. I keep going back to your sentimental value. Like, my mother gave me this.
You see?
You know what I'm saying?
Jewelry is about sentimental.
I don't take it off.
Yo.
I shower with this. I've had this, let's say a decade. No, not even. Yeah, over. She gave me this when I turned 21. I'm 33. I've never taken this off. Never taken this off.
I don't even got nothing to say. And I feel like I know your mom, and in the most respectful way. Yeah. You know when I mean that, I'm not going to put your business on camera about what we spoke about yesterday, but you know why I say that. So for me to have that type of synergy, and then to hear you say what you said about the bracelet, I'm right where I need to be, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Jewelry is about sentimental value, bro. Like, look at how you value that shit.
Oh, bro.
And there ain't no iced out, ain't no bracelet from Jacob the jeweler, nothing like that. But you appreciate it and you value it because mama love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
what's been your experience in this life? Like, what do you wish there was more of? Like,
what do I wish it was more of? Yo, the illest shit, one of my homegirls, growing up, I used to always hear Michael Jackson say this shit, like, and I never understood it. He used to say, like, sometimes he cried for humanity, right? And I heard him say it as a kid, but me, I was more intrigued by the moonwalk, Pepsi commercial, him changing formations. So it kind of went over my head. And then one of my best friends, her name is Nello. She does music as well. I'm gonna introduce y'all. She said to me one day, we was on the phone, like, this is one of my best friends, like I could call her any hour of the night, we talk about life, whatever. And she said to me one day, she goes, Larry, sometimes I cry for humanity. And in the moment, it didn't do anything to me. I just kind of like brushed it off. And when I tell you for like the next 2 days, bro, that shit like would not leave my brain. In her saying it, it made me realize that everything that I'm numb to that's outside of my realm, there's people that's not numb to it.
Yeah.
Like, for me, it's kind of like, as long as my people good, I'm good.
Right.
But then there's certain people that's like, yo, man, it's bigger than just my people. So that one was a very interesting one because it kind of forced me to look at how I look at things. You know what I mean? That's why even in selling jewelry now, there's days when I get frustrated and I feel like, oh man, these people don't care about the knowledge, so I shouldn't share it. But then I also I'm conflicted. I'm like, yo, if you don't share the knowledge, you're perpetuating part of the bullshit that's been going on of people feeling like they can't be themselves. Wear what you want, man. I tell people all the time, when I put on my accessories, bro, with all due respect, as a heterosexual man, I do not get dressed for men, bro. I get dressed for the women. I got heart necklaces on, double heart necklaces, heart right here, like, bro, I don't get dressed for women, bro. I don't get dressed for men. I get dressed for women, bro. I like when I wear my stuff and the ladies be like, oh my God, I love your accessories. I'm not getting dressed for no man, bro. Like, come on, get out of here.
So. You're a business mogul, you know?
I appreciate that, man.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What would you tell for anyone who's trying to get into a business that aligns with their passion, mm-hmm. but they don't see where the money is coming from?
Yeah, that's a good question, man, because I seen so many people throw their dreams away because of two things: money and the perception of social media.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna answer the question. Advice I would give somebody that's pursuing their dreams: it takes money to make money. And if you have to get a regular job to fund your dreams and your passions, do it. Yeah. It's okay. Will you have to work harder? Yes. But do you rather pursue your dreams, or do you want to be on the opposite side of not pursuing your dreams? I'm not even gonna say what you could have, should have been doing. But remember, it's your dream. And like I told you in the beginning, your mama not gonna come and live your dream. Your daddy not gonna come and live your dream for you. Your significant other not gonna come and live your dream for you. So you gotta figure it out, and figure it out fast.
Yeah. Where did you get your examples of hard work from?
My examples of hard work from Mama Love. Mama Love, yeah, she always made sure like she instilled that in me. Like, son, you gotta work, you know? And then as the journey goes, you start to realize like, man, nobody ain't gonna give me shit. It's like, oh, for real, like, no, they really not gonna. If anything, people looking for shit from you.
Yeah.
So once I realized that, Mama Love kind of instilled certain values in me early. So I was able to kind of grab onto those values and hold on to them from a young age. You know what I'm saying?
What was an insecurity that you dealt with early on that you've conquered, and then you realize, and looking back at it, you're like, damn.
Wearing fake jewelry. Yo, so it's so funny. Insecurity is, all right, boom. I'll say this. Yo, you know, I still laugh when I log on to like Facebook, right? So,
okay.
All right. Insecurity. This is the insecurity, right? I still laugh when I log on Facebook and I see people post stuff like, y'all still wearing them fake Cuban chains? Or like, yo, you 40 still wearing fake jewelry? It's kind of like, in me knowing that there's a business side of it, and in me knowing that there's the mineral side of it, again, when I say, yo, I don't want to enlighten these people, I feel like I need to enlighten because I need to be the reverse of that.
Yeah.
It's okay to wear what the fuck make you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you care about if this guy got a figure? What is that doing for you? What is his Cuban doing for you?
Right.
What is it doing? Whether it's real or fake, He didn't ask for your opinion on it. He didn't ask you to chip in for it. If that's what's bringing them joy, by all means.
Yeah.
When you go get your hair done and it's not your real hair, nobody not laying you on a cross for it. It's materialistic shit. The chain is materialistic. The fake hair is materialistic. Neither one of them need neither one of them. But they be both doing it to enhance how we feel and look.
Yeah.
So that's my take on that. Now I'm getting more serious. Now I'm getting passionate, intense. Like,
do you think people are
stupid? No, I'm joking.
No. Yeah, but I think my question is like, do you think people are speaking to, their jewelry is fake? Like when they're talking about those people who wear fake jewelry.
Right.
Are they speaking to the jewelry being fake, or are they speaking to the persona that person is?
You know what? I'm so glad you said that, because you just gave me some perspective. That I don't know, because it comes to a point where after I read it, I check out.
Right.
And go back to my fake jewelry.
Right.
Or whatever they call it.
Yeah. Right? Because I think sometimes, like, some people, like, it's so funny. I saw this clip. It's like these jets spaces that are like content spaces, right? But they look like a jet. And some people will go in there like on a jet having a meeting, or it's just like, PJs everywhere.
Perception over reality, man.
Right.
That'll be an ongoing fight, and it's only gonna get worse because now you throw AI into the mix.
Oh, word.
So we'll never figure it out. It's just personal preference, man. I'm just glad I just was able to see. I think right now, the age and the demographic in this point in history, I'm glad I was able to experience it. Like, I was able to see Jay-Z be the realest rapper, and I was able to watch people like 6ix9ine, Young Thug, and Gunna flourish in a space where a culture that says stitches get snitches, and you know, like, it's so interesting to watch Bobby Shmurda and Roddy Rebel hold it down, but yet all the interviews go to 6ix9ine. All of the viral rotation goes to Young Thug.
It's controversy.
You know what I mean? Like, and then I watched the culture praise Bobby and Rowdy for holding it down, but yet I saw no one give anything currency-wise. Like, for as much as people go, yeah, they held it down. That's how it should be. That's how you're supposed to hold your man down. To come out and see the things that both of them are going through. And I don't know them personally.
Yeah.
But I'm also a fan, and I know when someone's at the top of their game and when they not. Like, I know what it felt like when Computers and the Smoney Dance was out. So with that being said, I would have thought that, like, if the culture says, yo, they kept it real and they held it down, this is how it's supposed to be. It's like, man, 6ix9ine, like, he's doing better than a lot of people. And maybe it's an act, but I don't know. But he, Now, he got music all over. Like, you don't hear about the music here, but he got music in Spanish, like, different markets, like, going crazy in different markets, like, every day. I'm glad you know, and you know. Yeah.
So I like that you brought that up, right? Because I think, what does that say to you, or what do you have to say if you want to comment on it, as far as, like, what is the culture really celebrating, and what is it pushing, and how do you see it contradict itself? I
like it. Yo, you know what's funny? It's like, you know what? I kind of end up talking to somebody with a brain. Yo, man, listen. Only thing I could do is leave what I feel is my version of what it should look like. Just like me, it's safe to say I'm an artist now, and whatever I do, it will be critiqued, you know? With that being said, I just hope this critiqued with a clean lens and given a fair shot like any and everything else. But there's no way that, no matter what I choose, there's gonna be a percentage of people that rock with it and a percentage of people that feel otherwise, you know? So, can't please everybody, so I don't have no opinion. to each his own, man. And, you know, I just hope the people that think like me, that we continue to support each other. Yeah. Because everything is based on community. For as much as there's a community of people that support fuckery, it's a community of people that support the real rights. So we need to just spend more time focusing on uplifting the real rights, if you are real right.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because the other shit, no matter what, as time goes, it fades away.
Yeah.
I mean, so.
Let's talk about being critiqued. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, you know, I speak for me personally. There was, you know, I paint. You haven't seen my work. But I was like apprehensive to allow myself to be seen and to be critiqued on my blackness, on all of these other things other than the work that was presented before people. So how do you deal with criticism, and how did you allow yourself to accept that criticism is inevitable, right? And how do you deal with that?
How I deal with it?
Yeah.
I post a lot of quotes on my page, and it's this one. The reason why I post quotes all the time is because they're a reflection of my journey. And one of them that I always repost is this post that I post, and I always repost it at least once or twice every 2-3 months. And it goes, are you not seen, or are you asking for applause from the wrong people? That's my answer to that. Yeah, are you not seen, or are you asking for applause from the wrong people?
Yeah.
Because when you're making your art, you know it's fire.
Oh, yeah.
You see how fast you did that?
Yeah.
So so then you need to be in a space or find a space of people that have that same type of energy that you have. Because there is a space for it.
100%. You know, like so I work with artists, I work with musicians. And I know, like in marketing, you do this thing called like the persona, right? Where you have to figure out who your target audience is.
Correct.
And so you got to create what that person looks like. It may not always fit. Right. You know what I'm saying? But you have to
at least in your brain, how you see it.
You see that person, who your consumer base really is. So if you could define like your consumer base, what does that person look like? My consumer base.
Man, you asked some good questions today. My consumer base, to be determined. Here's why I say that. I got 18K followers on Instagram, right? Yet I still have a hard time selling product. So that means that where I'm at now and what I'm building, these people that are here now, that are following me, they follow me for many different reasons.
Right.
But not per se for the jewelry. Because remember what happens on this life's journey. We tend to forget that there's people that started following you on your Instagram at different stages of your journey.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so there's people that's following me now that know nothing about the history of me being in fashion. They don't know Jay-Z wore my stuff. Beyonce wore our stuff 2 times. That's like lightning striking the bottle, bro. Yeah. Beyonce wore our stuff 2 times. I had an app. Like, one of the reasons why I developed the app was because I wanted to show people this tool called Instagram that you play on every day. You can make one of those yourself.
Right.
So I built the trivia app. Like, that's why if you notice the name of my brand is still called Brooklyn or Bust app. Yeah. Because at one point I really did have an app. It was in the app store. It cost 99 cents. And I had people saying dumb shit like, yo, he's gonna give my phone a virus. You think Apple's gonna make me give somebody a virus? Like, let's be for real. Negro mindset, you know what I'm saying? But what's the question again? I smoke a lot of weed, man. Because some of this stuff, you know what it is? I'm so passionate about it and I don't get to speak about it much.
Yeah.
So when it comes out like this, it comes out like...
But this is the point of this, right?
You know what I mean?
It's like, what I've realized with some interviews, they're very cookie cutter. They're very like this, that, and the third. Me, I ask people who I'm generally interested in.
You ask some real life ass questions.
Because this is real life. Bro.
Yeah, it's real life shit. And even, I realize the question you ask, even if you skip over one, by the fourth question, you're gonna run right back into what you was trying to avoid.
It's real life, right?
Nah, it's some good questions, man. It's good.
It's real because I personally want to get to know you. I want to get to know the person that's
right. Nah, I rock
and
with
then
it.
also create an opportunity for the viewer, the person who's watching this, to gain some type of value from the conversation. I
really and truly hope that I provided that and I gave something that.
Absolutely,
you know what I mean?
Man. Like you've said some things throughout this conversation that is like, I can go back to it, right? Like I'll go back to it. You know what I'm saying?
You felt like homie from Friday. He's like, my mama gave me this bracelet, man.
Yo, listen.
You get my homie back his chain.
It's so great. You said, be a good person in business.
Yeah, you gotta be a good person in business, man. It ain't in no book. And the crazy part is, you really don't have to. But for me and my lesson, because as they say, certain things will get you indoors that money can't.
Right.
So
be present.
Yes, I'm heavy on that right now. I'm heavy on the being present, bro, because there's moments in life that I look back at now too that I wish, I'm not gonna say I took them for granted. I never took them for granted, but I did think that they was gonna be like that for a lot longer. And then you realize like, shit, man, that was a moment in time.
That was it.
So now, with that being said, the moments that I share with people, I try to value it. I value it, and that's why I also make sure that I'm very selective of where I put my time and energy, and understanding that life is moments. It's like a highlight reel, and this time too shall pass. I at least want, when it moves on to the next highlight reel, when I look back at the last one, I want to say, oh, that's a good highlight reel. I like where this is going.
Yeah.
As opposed to just every time you look back, it's turmoil and chaos. I'm cool on all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying that things don't happen, that you know what I'm saying, but I'd rather focus on the solution more so than the problem. You know what I mean?
What's your favorite character trait about yourself?
I'm handsome. Now I'm joking.
Let you tell
My favorite character trait. My favorite character trait about myself. Oh man, personality. Yeah. Personality. It ain't for everybody, but as they say, to know me is to love me. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody that's a real, genuine friend to me, and I say genuine, I want to believe they'll vouch for me. You know what I'm saying? I want to believe. Now I don't got a lot of friends now, but that's why I can say that, and I say they'll vouch for me. I don't believe in spreading myself too thin, and sometimes I wonder if it's a gift and a curse, because as somebody that has a brand, I do need to be out socializing and intermingling with people, but then the same saying goes, too much of anything ain't good. So I try to keep that mindset in mind too, Right. That's why now, like, a lot of stuff, man, I'm very intentional, you know what I mean? And understanding too that, like, whatever and whoever you attach yourself to, they issues or life quarrels become yours too. And I'm speaking from like a relationship standpoint, you know what I mean? Like whoever you deal with at this age I'm at, their shit become your shit. So you gotta be very mindful who you attach your shit to.
Is that a personal relationship, like boyfriend girlfriend relationship?
Yeah, boyfriend girlfriend.
Okay.
Even outside of boyfriend girlfriend, friendship. Right? Because if we friends, I want to believe if I'm having a shitty day, I should be able to call you as a friend and tell you that. But the flip side of that is you might be already having a shitty day.
Right. Today I said I was like, yo, if you're depressed, you should go and help somebody with something.
Yeah.
I wrote like the disclaimer of like, this is not a diagnosis, right?
You see, because you already know how they're gonna come at you. Like, this nigga tripping out. Yo, man. How you gonna help me? You're not even the best version of yourself. Yeah, right. I mean, just passing on the trauma.
I was just like, yo, listen, I don't want nothing from you, right? But it's like, if you're depressed, maybe, because you're gonna sulk to yourself.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in yourself. It's not that, and I know that sometimes the depression could be crippling.
Yeah.
Right? It could make you feel, or it could make someone feel like they don't even have the energy to get up.
Right.
But the energy is there, right? It's like, what would it feel like to give that energy to someone else?
That's why I said, that's why I made the reference point of, it is very important to who you attach yourself to. So now when I go through slow days and the money ain't flowing right, because I built such a quality foundation around me, the homies that tell me, tomorrow's another day. Yo, take a little break. Yo, you've been here before. Yo, this is why when you should have did the other shit the other day, that's why you should have did it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you want better results, but you're scared to spend the money. What you got the credit for? You got business credit, right? You got to spend it. Me, I'm scared to spend it. I know how hard it is. I had to work to get it. So now I'm scared. Right now, I want every investment to be the best next investment. Business don't work like that, though. In my mind, I'm telling myself that, but it don't work like that, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So how do you deal with setbacks?
How I deal with setbacks?
You've been talking.
Yeah, I'm telling you. It's flowing. Yeah. How I deal with setbacks? I say a prayer. I take what I can from it, and I come back being better. Because remember, these things are happening so you can learn from it. So you can't get so mad to the point where you feel like, fuck this and I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
No, there's something to be taken from everything, even in setbacks.
Yeah.
One thing I took from Will Smith that he said that always stuck with me is fail forward.
Yeah.
Fail forward. Learn from it, keep it moving. Take that, add it to the next play, and don't make the same mistake twice.
Yeah.
That's it.
Can you give an example of a moment, and we speak about a lot of failures, right? Mm-hmm. Can you give an example of a moment where you failed forward?
Where I failed forward? Right now, I had a clothing brand first, then I had an app, now I'm selling jewelry. I might fly a goddamn plane next. Who knows?
Why not? Is that what you want to do?
I failed forward every time. Every time. Like, I showed people, yo, you could get your clothes on Jay-Z, Beyonce, the top people. Anybody from the hood that got a clothing brand, that's their goal, nigga. Jay-Z is all of our dads. We all love Jay-Z if you Brooklyn. Next thing. The app that you guys play on your phone with every day called Instagram and all these apps that you open and close every day. I made an app to show you guys, hey man, while you playing on your phone, man, you could be the person to do this too. And then after that was done, I said, hey man, I know they told you don't wear no fake jewelry or whatever bullshit they telling you, but hey man, look at me, I'm wearing it and it's cool, man. Like everybody like it. So I always gotta be a disruptor, man.
Yeah.
Gotta be a disruptor. This is all facts. Like I ain't telling you nothing that you didn't read before you sat with me today.
Yeah.
This is all facts. Like I did all of those things. Clothes, built the app, now jewelry. Shit, at this point, I'm kind of looking forward to see what I'm gonna do next my damn self.
Right.
Might get a nice studio like
yo,
this.
you might as well. You know what I'm saying? You might as well. You
might get a nice studio like this and start interviewing people.
Yo, you love music so much, you might as well.
Right.
Like sitting down with people.
Thank you for, the kid in me, man. I had to, cause low key, like I love music, man. I loved it, you know.
Me too, that's why I got this.
Yo, you know what? Let me ask you a question. This is the only question I'm asking because I always see people
talk to me.
Yo, I'm the interviewer, man. You can't ask the interview.
Nah, it's a conversation.
But based off of all the questions you ask me, it's just one question I'm gonna ask you.
Right.
In a movie about your life,
right?
What song plays in the closing credits? One song.
Whoa. Go. You know, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. You know, I had to get him back. The man sat here, asked me amazing questions for the last hour.
You know
to get
what
my
it is?
one off.
That's difficult. That's a difficult question.
Hear why? So you now gotta sit there and reflect about your whole life and say, man, like.
Nah, you got me putting my feet up.
Yeah, you got, because you gotta look at the highlight reel now and
you know
say,
what it is? You know what it is?
Of my
you
life.
know what it is? It's PSA Jay-Z.
You know what's funny? So the position you in right now, pause, right? Mine's is beach chair. So even when you put your foot up like that, I'm like, oh man, life is like a beach chair. Yo.
Man. It's so funny because that's so funny you asked that because as a kid from Haiti, coming to America, I had to learn American culture.
Yeah, same. Yo, so, I'm a guest of the culture.
Yeah,
people don't know that. I'm a guest of the culture. I'm a guest, bro.
I consider myself.
I'm a guest. Yeah, I'm a guest of the culture. Yes.
And Jay-Z, I tell people this. I was like, yo, Jay-Z helped me understand how to navigate through Brooklyn.
Yo, for every life, shout out my homeboy Lamel, Brooklyn Residency. When y'all get a chance, check out Brooklyn Residency in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Amazing food, good energy. My homeboy Lamel, he said this to me one day. He goes, yo, Larry, do you understand that for every life obstacle you went through, there's a Jay-Z verse for it? I'm like, damn,
yeah,
you right.
Yeah, that's why I love Jaden Smith when in that song Ghost, he was like, when I want to grow, I listen to Hove. Yeah. And I don't know how people feel it or what they feel about Jay-Z. I don't care. It has nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't gonna skip past that. Most people don't know that song. I know they don't, because most people think Ghost? The kids are weird.
Oh, yeah. No, Jaden is.
That particular song.
Yo, fire.
I know it. Fire. It's on my playlist. Fire. I know it. Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
If I hear it, I'll be able to rap the song.
Yeah.
But that particular verse, that line, when I want to grow, I listen to Hove.
I listen to Hove.
That's why I said, all of us, Jay-Z, that's why I said, even if anybody from Brooklyn that had any type of Brooklyn, anything, you want that attachment, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yo, man, listen, the man is the gold standard. And he's not perfect. That's what I love about him. He's not perfect at all.
And never claimed to be.
At all.
You know never claimed to be. But like, thank you for that question, because I think about if it's the ending credits, allow me to reintroduce myself.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because you forced that question, and the illest part about it is, as the journey go, it will change. The music will, the records will change.
It will change.
Yeah,
and that's a staple for me. Like, because it could have went Kanye as well.
Of course,
it could have went Kanye, because Kanye got so many. You
see what you're doing right now? That was the purpose and intention of the question, because it forces you to stop and actually reflect on your own shit.
Yeah, bro.
Like in the closing credits, because at that point, remember, you done lived the life already.
It's
the closing credits.
Exactly.
So I always ask people that question, because I always get different answers. And
nah, you got me over here.
It forces you to have to sit and reflect on what your life is like.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
my life, man, I am blessed, right, to be alive, to be considered to be part of this plan.
Yes.
Right? And so when you ask that question, if it's the film, so here's what I did in the beginning of the year. I sat down and I wrote a timeline, like, say I live up to 60, God willing. I'm 33. I wrote down what I've done, the things that I've considered are.
You're gonna live to 160, man.
160. I don't think I want to live to that long. I'll be honest with you. 160 years in this? If I'm like this in this body,
yes,
cool.
If you got your shit together,
but like if I grow old and I'm withering and I'm in and I have nothing else to offer, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
check out comfortably.
Let me go. But I wrote down the things that I thought were accomplishment for 30 years of my life, and I was like, yo, if I only have 30 more years to live, what am I going to do in the next 30? And also, when I pass, what do I want to be remembered for? Right? Like, what are those things, whether it's family, accomplishments, wealth that I've left behind? What were those things? And I wrote those things down. Right? So I think that ending credit is like, allow me to reintroduce myself. Like, that PSA, it hits, bro. When that song dropped, that shit hits.
I'm gonna add something to what you said just now when you say, so on my Instagram, right? You know how people post and delete?
Yeah.
If you look at my count of how many pictures I post, it's just as much as the followers I have. Here's why.
So like 18,000 posts.
Yes, you could check it. It's facts. 18,000 posts. Here's why. Two things. One, nobody else is gonna tell my kid my story, God forbid something happens to me.
Amen.
That is a tracker. So again, I use my Instagram. Yo, I get people on there for different reasons, But what I use my Instagram for is totally fucking different. I get people might say, oh, well, you're posting pictures like everybody else. Fuck off. Like, I know what I'm doing to my core, how my Instagram operate. You get what I'm saying? I use it as a tracker. As somebody that kid don't live with them, I leave it up there so my kid can see. My kid don't live with me. Everybody different. Some people kid live with them, whatever. You know what I'm saying? My kid is not with me. So I need something to be documented to where, God forbid something happened to me, nobody can't tell him what it was or how it was. He could go see that shit for himself. This is what your pops was on. Yeah. My son's name is Brooklyn and he lives in Orlando. Can't nobody play with his name. Like, I think about all of that. Like, my son's name is Brooklyn. People gonna ask, why is his name Brooklyn? I want, when they play with his name, I want them to be able to say, yo, but my pops though, he one of them once, so you might want to kind of sort that out. You know what I mean? Right. Like, it's not, so all this thing I'm doing, like, it don't got nothing to do with nobody else, bro. I got a whole 8-year-old son that live in Orlando that I don't get to see. Yeah. That's not a good feeling. No. But you need money, and eventually at some point he's gonna get older and you gotta answer shit. But I at least want to be able to say, hey man, this is how I was provided. I still got to provide for him. Still. You know what I mean? And that's part of where the blessing come too. Because though I'm not able to be there, I still provide. But again, it's more so one of them transparent moments where, you know, people see.
Flashy.
Yeah. But a lot of the grind and what people see is because I got a mouth to feed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my moms and pops still alive. Like, there's things that I would love to do for them that I haven't done yet. So, yeah, I'm on top of my shit right now. I mean, I just pray to God that he give us all time to do these things. Yeah. That's the major part. Like, you know what I mean?
So let me say, what gives you, where do you find your strength? Like, where do you find strength?
These days, I find strength in watching everybody else crash out. Facts. Niggas
like,
keep crashing out. Niggas
like,
keep crashing out.
Yeah, like what does that mean, and how, like, you know, help me understand.
By watching other people crash out. When I say watching other people crash out, I'm being funny when I say other people crash out, but I just mean from the standpoint of everything has been done already. So with that being said, with everything being done already, you kind of say, if this person went right and this was the outcome, maybe I should go left. Yeah. And or if you've been able to bless to live a little while, you could even get to the person and say, hey man, when you went left, what was the result? So part of the journey of life, man, is to be able to be blessed to have some of these people that you can actually have these type of conversations with. To add to that, I'm gonna say this. Even how I met you through Ted. Ted is my guy, bro.
Shout out to Ted.
Shouts out to Ted. Ted hasn't connected me with anybody yet that was like a messed up person or effed up person. Yeah. And I like the way he do it. Like, he don't give no long speech. And after we had our conversation, I was questioning, I asked him, I said, yo, Ted, he good? Ted like, yeah. He said, I met him through my homie and he came through, he showed love, solid dude. So it made everything more smoother, man. Like, and again, I'm in a space where, man, I want to be around people like that. Right now, the space I want to continue to thrive in is the space where you just make a phone call, bro, and shit happen. That's a real thing.
Absolutely.
That's a real, like, I want you to feel comfortable when this interview is over, that if you got 4 other friends that do interviews or anything remotely to what you got going on that can help me, I want you to feel comfortable in saying, nah, he did my shit. He was good. He might be a little late, but you gonna get some good shit. He gonna make sure that, yo, check his shit out. Whatever. He got a website, he got an Instagram. His business page is not 5 days of no posts and all them fuckery that people be on. Like, everything is active. My website is active. You're not gonna click at the top and it take you to some domain name was lost. You seen it, don't lie. When you click on their bios, you be seeing that.
It works.
They tell you, oh, I'm this, I'm that. But when you click on the domain, this was not purchased. Like, yeah, I'm being shady to you.
Man, you're giving us so much time, so many jewels. Like if we could end this and you would like to say something to people about your journey. Like I think prior to this, I had a question about how do you wish to present to people, or how do you wish that people saw you like that, you know? But if that doesn't even matter, like
I'm gonna answer that one. Then come with the follow-up. Two-part question. The first one. How do I feel about how people perceive me?
Yeah. How do you wish people perceive?
How do I wish people perceive me?
Yeah.
As the journey goes, I realize you have no control over that.
Yeah.
As an artist, all you could do is put the work out and wait to be critiqued.
Yeah.
That's it. Because if you try to please, you're never gonna please people. You're never gonna please them. You're never gonna please them at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you do it that way, it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? At all. Yeah, pardon me. I'm sorry. I'm doing this mid-interview. You can edit that part out.
We gonna keep it. We gonna keep it.
Yeah, you gotta keep the people. Cause you know, one of the things too is like I don't do a lot of interviews like this. Like I said, I'm just product on the timeline all day. Like just product all day. Like I'm more like robotic. You know what I'm saying? But as the journey goes, you know what I'm saying? One of the key things about having a brand is that people always say, even though I think it's a bunch of bullshit, but they like, what's your story? Yo, man, when the last time you bought something like when I shop, I see shit I like it, I just buy it, man. But I'm being a jerk about it. It's just so annoying because like sometimes you don't know your story. You're trying to figure it out, and it's not like the culture you come from is the most supportive. Like I said, I got 18K followers, bro. And if I drop a hat right now, it's a hard time to sell a dozen hats. You would think. It's like, yo, and I'm not saying that they even got to support me. But some of these people, I would like to see what they support, though. And I'm willing to bet it's fuckery. I'm willing to bet. You know why I'm willing to bet? Because some of them, I see what they be on. The little Justin LeBoy posts and shit. I be looking at this clown. I don't got nothing against Justin LeBoy. I actually like his show. Instagram shit, I'm not really a fan of, but like his interviews, I actually like them. But they're like, well, in all fairness too, in his defense, he tells you, hey man, my shit's toxic based. So
yeah,
you know, people love toxicity, man. They love toxicity, bro. And I'm glad that I could still thrive and comfortably say, that's not for me.
Right.
And I have enough bandwidth, wherewithal, commitment, dedication to weather the storm and know that everything comes back around full circle. All you gotta do is weather the storm. And when I say weather the storm, you see the storm part? Yeah, it's a storm, motherfucker. It ain't gonna be just weathering some shit that's fun and an amazing feeling. No, weather the storm and stay down till you come up. Bottom line, you know what I'm saying? Don't be a sucker. I know a lot of suckers. I met a lot of suckers on the journey. Don't be a sucker, man.
Help people avoid being a sucker.
I don't know. I think some of them born with it. So you're right. We're going to pray for them niggas.
Pray for them niggas.
We got to pray for them. But yeah, don't be a sucker, man. Like, and it's really easy, simple to not be. When I say it's easy to not be a sucker, meaning like, yo, man, if you're a man and no homo, you got balls between your legs, bro. Like at a certain point, you should be able to express yourself and say, hey, man, case in point, you ain't know me from a hole in the wall. And before we did this interview, I told you straight up what I'm not having and how you should conduct your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's me expressing myself as a man. But by me doing that, at that point, if you would have said, yo, man, listen here, you little fucking diva, I ain't on that. I would have respected it the same way.
But your ask wasn't like anything like, yo, I need you to do this, that, and the third. Man. The ask was,
I need Smart Waters, a whole case of Smart Waters.
Nah,
M&M's only red.
Only red M&M's, nah, 100%. They're like, nah, we don't fuck with that. Nah, but the ask was, yo, I've put some time into my process.
Man. Yeah.
The only thing that I ask of you is that you take some time to read about what I've done so far.
Facts.
That's not a crazy ask.
Facts. And I appreciate that you understood where I was coming from, because again, man, time is valuable, and this just go to show too, when you intentional, and I want to believe by me doing that, yo, bro, I know for a fact I gave you content that nobody else got. Like,
I'm sure.
Nobody. I've never even done an interview this long, but it's also, my brand is also at that space where these type of things need to happen, because I do have something to offer.
Of course.
And the conflict is, like, if the conflict is me feeling the way about the culture being brainwashed and thinking that they can't just wear something that they like, I need to show them, like, yo, no, it's cool. Like, look at me. I'm doing cool shit. I'm around the same people that, I'm around the artists still. I'm over, the rappers still wearing my hats. They still like, and I'm selling fake whatever. Like,
yeah, man. I think you're giving last words, but last words for the people.
Last words for the people, man. The last words for the people is this. I'm gonna close it how I close it out on all my Instagram posts. And the saying that I say to close it out is this: blessed that my feet can feel the concrete. Because every morning you get up and you go make that move, you gotta touch that concrete, and that's how you know you're still here. Amen. Amen to that. Yeah, that's it. Make sure you log on to Brooklyn or bustapp.com. Scratch that. We abbreviated it to bkorbust.com to make things easier, because in business you got to pivot. So bkorbust.com is the new name. That's it. Make sure y'all log on. Jewelry, chains, wallet chains, bracelets, necklace.
You got rings on there.
Rings. And more to come, man. You know what I'm saying? More to come, but it's there and we building.
I'm excited for your growth, bro. I'm excited for your journey. Like, it's beautiful to watch. Mm-hmm. And when you see that, because sometimes you have to put your name with association with like Forbes, with Jay, with Beyonce, because it's hard to reach those people.
It's hard, yeah.
It's hard to reach those people. And I know that those were the last words, but I'm still really like interested, because your ideas that you've shared are selfless.
Right.
It's always been about, from what I hear in this conversation.
Nah, this ain't no whack. Right? This ain't no whack.
Yeah. From what I hear in this conversation, it's about showing people that they can do it too.
Yeah. Bro, I got a collaboration on my website. Like, people don't even know. Like, I've had 2 collaborations on my website. I've done a collab with this young lady named Vivi Patchouli. And now actively I have a collab with the Hello Bar on my website. There's a hat in the hat section, merch. It's a collaboration with a fellow Brooklyn bar, you know what I mean? And I did the hats, we collabed on the hats. So yeah, it's selfless, man. I give a lot, bro. I've given out more jewelry than I've sold. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely. Because people always say you got a gift to get, and then when it's time for them to give, they either got an attitude or they tell you, oh, they don't got it. But yet on a regular day when you're sitting with them and having a conversation, they'll tell you, yeah, man, because you got a gift to get, man, and yeah, you ain't gonna get nothing if you don't give. But then when somebody asks you for something, you mad. How? Make it make sense. Like, if you a giver, give, nigga.
That's real shit. If you a giver, give. Thank you for giving me your time for this moment.
Thank you, man. Thank you for your time, man. I want to say, in a space where you could have took my presentation and how I wanted you to run the interview, quote unquote, I really respect the fact that you stood there, listened to me, and what I like is that I'm glad you took the time, and I'm glad that when you took the time to go look at it, I'm glad I didn't waste your motherfucking time.
Oh yeah, bro.
That's because that mattered to me.
Absolutely.
In the effort to continue for you to see that the selflessness, when I said that to you, it wasn't me trying to take nothing from you. It was more so me saying, yo, let's make this shit the best thing it could be.
Yeah.
So it's no air pockets, it's no dead moments, it's no, and look, you know what I mean? So I want to say thank you, you know, and even through it all, I got my one question off that I think was amazing, and I hope you use it in your interviews,
it's a
man.
Great question.
I don't feel no way if you use it. I actually welcome you to use it. I think it's I'm giving you the blessing because you know why? You gave me the respect to doing what I asked you to do. So if I could contribute something, like I don't believe in entering spaces that I have nothing to offer.
Correct.
And the reaction that I got from you from that one question is how I felt the whole interview.
Yeah.
So I bless you that please forward that question because
I will.
As I tune into what you got going on, I'm eager to see how other people handle these conversations. Because this is a conversation. This was nothing that I thought it was going to be. I'm thinking like an interview, 7, 8 questions, and then, you know what I'm saying, we done. But nah, this was like a conversation, you know what I'm saying? And part of my, let me see. Shout out for y'all being on live. SP, when's the next photo shoot, man?
Got my people on live.
The next photo shoot is gonna be either like within like the next 2 weeks, but I'm definitely gonna tap in with you and let you know because I definitely, absolutely still want to and would love to work with you. But let me get back to this interview, y'all.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is cool. We've had like 52 people out here.
Man, they tuned in. They tuned in to us today, man. I'm glad that we was able to. But you know, all of that again, man, goes into, you know, preparation and you know, thank you for like I said, you know, just for this, because it's needed for me too. Like, it's easy for me to sit here and say for as much as I got going on, like, yeah, like I got XYZ going on, but if people don't know about it,
correct.
Like I can't interview myself. So thank you for the opportunity, man. I really had a good time, and I want to say this is definitely one of the best interviews. And I'm not just saying that. I think you could look at the content back and see, like,
people
you know what I mean?
You're gonna see it. Well, thank you, bro. Show them off a little bit.
Yeah, man. I get to do this. Now I can do this comfortably.
Facts. Thank you so much. We out of here.